swag, I could have a piece of that bulletproof life. I hated their music, their lack of reasoning, and their sense of style. I knew that they would look back in 10 years and regret their pleated French rolled slacks and massive metal mall hair, and they were ugly. Their feathered hair and Duran Duran dance steps made me gag, and I so desperately wanted to hang on to breakdancing, which had just been deemed out and uncool by everyone else. But breakdancing made me feel alive. Sure, I may have embarrassed myself on the cardboard like a flailing idiot, but damn, I love those parachute pants, fingerless gloves, and socially conscious lyrics of Grandmaster Flash. Even if I didn't know about life in the ghetto, I knew that they were speaking about real life, not this glossy dance pop that now ruled the popular radio station. But now, in order to avoid punches to the spine and being called a fag, I was walking behind a shopping cart carrying a plastic pair of brown boat shoes, similar to the kind the bullies wore, only cheaper and crappier. I wanted to be able to hold my head up and walk into a gym locker room without fear, just like the assholes who pushed me around for having the same lame, unfashionable haircut since 4th grade, and just like the mindless kids who danced with wide eyes and gleaming smiles to the OMD If You Leave Me song during the school dances in the gym. See, I wanted to be like them. Not in their hateful and meat-headed ways, but to be untouchable, to be noticed. And I walked alongside the cart and watched as my mother took the shoes and placed them on the checkout counter. The checkout lady rang up the shoes, placed them in a bag, and handed them back to me with a smile. "Thank you," I responded, but I didn't feel good about the victory. They were merely a $10 investment to hopefully gain me entry into a clique I didn't want to be a part of in the first place. I knew I was a fraud. See, I wanted to be like them, not part of them. I wanted to walk the halls free of harassment like they did. I wanted to sit at the cool kids table. I wanted to be referred to as the A squad. I wanted an identity. I wanted to feel qualified in the eyes of my peers, because I didn't in my own mirror at home. And I had made one fatal mistake. I assumed their lack of creativity and individuality was indicative of their inability to smell fraud. But I was proven wrong the first period math the next day. "Aha!" cried out the jock who had an affinity for punching my kidneys. "Look at his plastic shoes!" "See, I told you he wants to try and fit in," his friend who sat in the desk next to him yelled out. And I wanted to die. Every single person in the class stared at me in silence while the laughing echoed throughout the room. Every girl I had a crush on, every one of my friends, they sat and they watched me take it. And I walked to my desk and sat down. Their cackling made me wince and I held in the tears. I felt my face throb with embarrassment. I gripped the sides of my desk in anger. I wanted to stand up and yell, "I did this so you would like me." But they kept laughing, and I kept my eyes on the door, praying that the teacher would walk in so that the heaviness in the room would fade. I stared out the window and made an attempt to control my heaving and fluttering lungs. It felt like days before the door opened and the teacher came in and told everyone to settle down. It was a simple day, just like any